This elephant is born and it has a somewhat displeasing set of ears to all who look upon it for the first time. They're massive, of course, and quote unquote freakish. And Medici thinks that it's going to sink his circus until we find out that that elephant somehow has the power of flight. The kids find that out, my kids find that out. So they're the ones that through their attention to detail and through their purity of spirit, they have a relationship with Dumbo, and they find out that Dumbo can fly, and then once that's revealed to the world, then other vested interests become involved in the form of Michael Keaton's character, who is the arch evil owner of the highfalutin circus, you know, the circus that's buying up all the other small circuses in America. Tim is an absolute joy to work with and for. He really is, man. He's just, I don't know what to say about him. He's so intuitive. He's so, obviously the story is imbued with an incredible sweetness. I mean, it really felt like that. I'm reading it and I look at the sets now and I meet all the characters that are in the play, and there's this pervasive sweetness and sense of hope and playfulness to the whole thing. But it could dip into the realm of being too saccharine or kind of sickly sweet. You know, it could really just drop into that very, very easily, and Tim is constantly looking for just to pull it back, and I think he has a high regard for the audience and doesn't want to beat them over the head with the sweetness of the film. And constantly just looking for what he feels should be the tonal reality of certain moments. Nico and Finley, who plays Joe, both of them are incredible and kind of perfect and very different, but work really well together and are funny together. And they're both lovely, I think. And it's, wow, I mean, gorgeous world. You know, kids are human beings too, but kids on sets, you know, can be a tricky thing, you know, and it's a lot. Sometimes it's a lot for adults, and you know, you can get a lot of attention and you can get some adulation and stuff like that, and it can be somewhat intense or tricky to keep yourself grounded, but the two of them are really cool, man. I hate saying they're good actors, but they're good actors. I hate even talking about kids as actors, but they're doing an amazing job, and they're playful and they seem to be having fun with it, which is, if they're having fun on the set and around all the magic that's here every day, then I think they don't change when they get in front of camera. You know, that fun becomes an extension of the storytelling process, and it's on film. Colleen Atwood is just genius, man. She's just amazing. God, it's the second time I've worked with Colleen. I worked with her last year or the year before on Fantastic Beasts. And I just don't know, she just has such a breezy way about her, and, you know, she doesn't seem to be struggling or under any pressure or stress at all. And the responsibility to costume and clothe the great numbers of people, because there's been days on the set where we've had, I think, 500, 600, 700 people, you know, background, foreground, circus crowd, gymnasts and artists putting on the show, and it's been extraordinary. And every single person, from the boys and girls to the men and women, and every single detail, every single little bit of linen, every fan, every sock, every shoe buckle has been period and beautiful and ornate where it needs to be ornate. This is just like nothing I've ever seen. I mean, from the ground on up, every corner, parts of the set that'll never be seen on camera, and the attention to detail. You know, it's just, you go in one door and it's one world, you go in another door and it's another world, and it's pretty astonishing, really. And it's great as an actor because it just allows you to inhabit the world. It just does, as you've heard before, I'm sure, it does so much of the work for you. So, you know, it's not, there's blue screen everywhere because skies will be filled in, and after a certain height, buildings will be created and stuff, but anything that I see or interact with, anything I touch or feel or refer to, has been there. I hope, you know, my kids may get from it the same thing anyone gets from it, whatever the age may be, which is just a sense of buoyancy and a sense of the relief that kind of seeing magic, but a magic that's grounded in reality, even though I know there's no such thing as flying elephants, but grounded in the reality of the interaction of all the human beings around this magical event that takes place, and just the breadth and the entertainment and the beauty of that, and the beauty of seeing people come together in a magical way. you know, if that can wash over people and if it can entertain them, that's enough, you know.